You brush, you floss, you hit a mint. 2 hours later, your own breath still feels wrong. Sometimes it is a sweet chemical smell. Sometimes it is straight up metallic, like you licked a coin. The room even smells different. And the brutal part is your friends notice before you do. You start wondering if something is rotting in your mouth, but your teeth are fine. This is not decay. It is your metabolism venting a byproduct into the air you exhale. Moving to slide 2. When you cut carbs and run more on body fat, your liver makes ketones as a fuel signal and backup energy source. There are 3 main ketones: beta-hydroxybutyrate, acetoacetate, and acetone. 2 of them mostly stay in your blood and urine. One of them, acetone, is volatile, meaning it easily turns into vapor. So it leaves through your lungs every time you breathe out. That is why brushing your tongue can help a little, but it does not solve the main problem. The smell is not sitting on your teeth. It is chemistry coming from inside you, mixing into your breath like a faint solvent. Once you recognize that, the pattern starts to make sense. Moving to slide 3. Acetone has a very specific vibe. Some people call it fruity, others say nail polish remover or paint thinner. Early on, it can be stronger because your body is ramping up ketone production while you are still learning to use them efficiently. It can also spike after hard exercise because you burn through stored fuel faster and ketone output rises for a while. Overnight can be another peak. You go hours without eating, you get a long fast, and your breath in the morning can be the loudest version. And because acetone is volatile, it can cling to fabric, especially collars and masks, so you think it is your mouth, when it is actually your exhale soaking into what you are wearing. If that smell is the headline, the metallic taste is the weird footnote that has its own triggers. Moving to slide 4. That metallic taste is usually not a sign you are poisoning yourself. Most of the time, it is a perfect storm of dryness, mouth chemistry, and how your diet is set up. First, dry mouth. Less saliva means less rinsing, less buffering, and more concentrated taste compounds sitting on your tongue. When your mouth is dry, everything tastes sharper, including that coin-like edge. Second, mineral shifts. Early keto tends to increase fluid and sodium loss. If sodium, potassium, and magnesium intake are off, you can feel it as headaches, cramps, and sometimes a stronger odd taste. You do not need to guess. Salt your food more deliberately for a few days and see if the metal note calms down. Add potassium from food like avocado and leafy greens, and consider magnesium if you are prone to cramps. Third, coffee. Caffeine can dry your mouth, and coffee's bitter acids can make the taste feel louder, especially if you sip it for hours. Fourth, high protein. If you push protein very high while carbs are low, you can create more nitrogen waste products, and your mouth can feel harsher, especially when hydration is lagging. Finally, stress. Stress changes breathing patterns and dries your mouth, and it can push you toward mouth breathing without noticing. Almost every path here runs through one amplifier. Moving to slide 5. Dry mouth is the multiplier that makes keto breath and metal taste harder to ignore. Saliva is your natural mouthwash. When it drops, you lose protection and odor compounds hang around longer. Your tongue coating builds faster, and that coating traps smells and amplifies weird tastes. Night breathing makes it worse. If you wake up with a dry tongue or sore throat, you probably slept with your mouth open, and morning breath will be more intense, even if your oral hygiene is solid. Keto can also contribute through diuresis. When carbs drop, you store less glycogen, and you carry less water with it. You pee more, and it is easy to slide into low-grade dehydration without realizing. Simple moves help. Drink to clear pale yellow urine, salt your food, do not rely on constant coffee, and try a humidifier or nasal strips if you mouth breathe at night. Once dryness is handled, the remaining smell often comes down to what you are eating, especially protein. Moving to slide 6. If you crank protein up, your breath can change in a different way than classic keto breath. You can blow off more urea and ammonia, which tends to smell sharp and sour. That is not the same thing as acetone. It shows up most when intake is very high, especially with big servings at once. Hydration matters a lot here, because concentrated urine and a dry mouth make odors more noticeable. A small tweak can turn this from distracting to barely there. Moving to slide 7. When your diet shifts hard, your taste buds often recalibrate. A lot of people notice sweet sensitivity goes up, so a strawberry tastes sweeter, and a diet soda can taste oddly intense. Bitter notes can pop more too, like in coffee, dark chocolate, or leafy greens, so you may need less of them at first, or pair them with food. Salt cravings can shift quickly. Some people want more salt while they are adjusting, then suddenly processed salty foods taste harsh. Water can even taste different, sometimes metallic or flat, especially if you are also changing electrolytes. The good news is this usually fades as your routine stabilizes and your mouth isn't constantly dry. Your senses are adapting, and your body odors can adapt too. Moving to slide 8. Sweat smells can change as well, especially if you are producing more ketones. Small amounts can exit through your skin, and heat makes that more noticeable because you sweat more and the scent spreads faster. Clothes can trap the odor, so you might smell fine in the shower, then notice it again once you start moving. 2 quick fixes. First, consider rotating in a new deodorant or antiperspirant and give it a week. Second, pay attention to fabric. Breathable materials and quicker drying shirts tend to hold less smell, while some synthetics trap it. If you exercise, changing out of damp clothes sooner helps a lot. Sometimes what you think is breath is actually your shirt collar after a hot day, and there is another place smells can shift. Moving to slide 9. A diet shift changes your microbes, and that can affect odor from both breath and gas. Sulfur-heavy foods like eggs, garlic, and cruciferous veggies can raise that sharp note, especially if you increase them fast. Constipation also concentrates compounds in the gut, so staying regular matters. Alcohol can worsen breath too, especially sugary mixers that feed fermentation. If this is you, adjust fiber slowly, choose tolerable sources, and keep fluids up. When your gut is calmer, the whole situation gets easier to manage, and it helps to know what is normal versus what is dangerous. Moving to slide 10. Keto breath is usually just mild ketones, often acetone, and it tends to be annoying, not scary. Diabetic ketoacidosis, or DKA, is different. It is a medical emergency where ketones rise along with a dangerous metabolic imbalance, and high blood glucose is a major red flag for most people. The way you feel is also very different. DKA commonly comes with severe thirst, frequent urination, nausea or vomiting, belly pain, deep rapid breathing, marked fatigue, and confusion. You do not push through that. If you have type 1 diabetes, are pregnant with diabetes, or take an SGLT2 inhibitor, take symptoms seriously, even if glucose is not extremely high, because euglycemic DKA can happen. If you feel sick and cannot keep fluids down, if your breathing changes, or you have moderate to large ketones on a meter or urine strips, get urgent medical care. If you just have a mild, fruity, or solvent-like breath, and you otherwise feel normal, that is usually a management problem, not a crisis. Once you know the difference, you can handle the social side with a lot more confidence. Moving to slide 11. Make it socially invisible by handling the small stuff that amplifies keto breath. Start your day with water plus electrolytes so you are not running dry. Tongue scrape daily, then brush. Keep sugar-free gum or mints as a backup tool, not a crutch. Go moderate on protein so you are not overdoing amino acids. And if you are testing carbs, place them around workouts where you will use them. Small, quiet moves beat awkward conversations every time. Moving to slide 12. Tracking beats guessing. For the next week, log when you noticed the smell and what was happening in the hour before. Write down meals, drinks, and any alcohol, plus coffee and sweeteners. Add one sleep note too, because mouth breathing and a dry mouth can make any odor stronger, even if your diet is perfect. Then test one change per week, not 5. 1. For example, add electrolytes daily, or move your carbs to pre-workout, or cut protein by 1 serving. Keep everything else steady so you can actually see cause and effect. If the change works, keep it. If it does nothing after 7 days, drop it and move on. Quiet data turns this from a personality problem into a solvable pattern. Moving to slide 13. The part nobody says is that it often fades later. As your body adapts, you usually make less acetone. and the smell softens. Consistency speeds that adjustment, while extreme restriction can backfire by pushing you into a cycle of cravings, binges, and resets. You have options, and you do not need to suffer to prove you are doing it right. If this helped, subscribe for more practical fixes, and comment with when your keto breath is worst: morning, afternoon, or after workouts. This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Stable blood sugar changes everything.